captain, Christ, I don't know how he works here all the time. Like, what a legend. Like, it is so hot, like, and he just works all day, every day. Just an all-round good dude. I'm trying to look for some scissors, guys, because what I want to do, see how this ute's like really black? Like, it's just dark, you know, like it's, yeah, what I've got, I want to put some like yellow stickers. See the side of the bonnet scoop there, right? In the car, I'll just put this sticker on. So I'll replace that Metal Militia one with that one. And in here, got that there. Hey everyone, what's going on? I'll put one down the side of the windscreen there, but I'll probably take that off at some stage. But thinking maybe get some yellow ones done up, a bit smaller with SS50 and that. Sort of like what we've done with the Formula. I don't sort of mind it, I don't know. What do you guys reckon? I don't know. It's, yeah, it just breaks up the black a lot. What I want to play with now is, I bought this strip stuff. This is like $10 on eBay. I want to do, hey Patrick, how are you, buddy? It goes on the rims. I'd like to do a white wall, or even buy a white wall machine so I can do tyres as well. It is a bit illegal. But this stuff apparently will, it's like a yellow strip stuff, and it'll go here on the rim. I've already cleaned it with wax and grease, but I'm going to try and cut some now. Yeah, I did give it a wash. Oh, how's this, right? I pulled up at the servo. I'll just talk to you as well, look for some scissors. At our local servo, you can pull up in front of, there's like a car wash next to it, right? And they pull up there and park there because it's close to the door, because they're too fat and lazy to walk 10 more steps from the car park. Put fuel in the ute because it was real low, turn the ute round, come up behind the car wash thing, and this guy in a dual cab whipped in front of me and parked in the bay. And I thought he was going to go in the car wash, and I thought, that's fine, I'll wait, you know, all good. But then he got out and started walking towards the shop, and I've opened the door, I've gone, dude, are you using the car wash or are you going to the shop? He goes, I'm just going to the shop. I said, well, jump in your car, man, and move it, because I'm going to the car wash. He goes, you can wait. And he's got security get up on and all this. Oh, I just redlined, just flipped it. Got out of the ute, went inside, said to the dude at the counter, do not serve this fucking dickhead. Get out there and move your fucking car, or I'm gonna, yeah. And he goes, no, it'll take me 2 seconds. I said, mate, it's gonna take me 2 seconds to hand you your ass. And he fucking, if he's your security guard, what a pussy. Like, who'd back down from me? You're there in all your security giddy up, and what a dickhead, basically. But yeah, don't park in the car wash bay. People want to wash their cars. Otherwise, I'll lose it. But yeah, the shop was packed. There's people everywhere. And here's me flipping out. I don't do that anymore either. Like, I don't flip out anymore. Like, I just don't do it. But that when that dude got out of his car, looked at me and said, you can wait. And it's like, bullshit, I can wait, mate. Yeah. Anyway, why don't you do a yellow body line? I don't know. I don't think the yellow... G'day, Sean. How are you? From Gander, just around the corner, buddy. The Fozzer 3 guy, literally finished watching your entire today vlog. What happened to the white VN formula? The white VN formula got sold to one of our biggest supporters, Jono, down in Sydney. Yeah, he came up, flew up, spent a couple of days up here and drove her back to Sydney. So, yeah, so I'm actually thinking I'm going to register this. This ute looks mint, but as all cars are, they look great, but then there's all little bits and pieces, and I want all those little bits and pieces sorted before I register it. But yeah, anyway. But yeah, so it's been an interesting morning. Yeah, it just, yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to find some scissors and try and put these yellow strips on. And I reckon some yellow, maybe something with SS50 and Kingatow crew on the side of the scoop there. And maybe another one at the end of the rear spoiler bit here. And the yellow on the tyres, you know, because you've already got the yellow in the interior. I reckon that'll split up the black just enough, because you still want it black, but just with a bit of accents around it, don't you reckon? Like a complete strip down the side, it would be too much. It'd just be too much. But yeah. All right, scissors. There's got to be scissors here somewhere. I wish I smoked pot, because then I'd have scissors everywhere, but I don't, so no scissors. Someone asked earlier in the comment on the last video how I keep track of keys. Yeah, it's just crazy town, basically. It's not like this at my house, obviously, but here, that many cars come and go all the time that it is very hard to keep up with the whole. Might actually use a razor blade, because if I use scissors, it's going to squash it, isn't it? And if I use sidecars, it'll squash it. If I get a razor blade, I'll do that. Good idea, guys. Thank you very much for your input and telling me that. That's good. If I look now and there's a comment saying that, you should have washed his car on the inside. He almost got washed, I'm telling you. Yeah, I dread to think, like, if he's a security guard, oh, come on. I ran a 9.7 in a big block Tirana today, so I reckon when the XR is done, you'll be in the 9s and 10s. Oh, sweet. That sounds good, man. I don't, when the, it's not it's actually a Fairlane. Now I know what you're talking about, the Fairlane, which is, he's talking about this car here, guys. He's got a big block Tirana. This is a big block, but it's actually a Fairlane, not a, see the back end on it's different, so it's longer, it's bigger. I say this now, but I'm not going for big times, if you know what I mean. I don't have time to go racing, but at the same time, who knows? Who knows where we're going to end up, guys? You just keep on poking along. I've got to put some, like this car, I'm so disappointed in myself, this ute. The state of it from sitting in my backyard under car covers and stuff, it is just, I'm very lucky to own these vehicles. I've worked hard to get them, obviously, but I should, what's that? Was bald, should have polished his head. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's wrong that I don't look after them better, basically. So I need to start, sorting out these cars a bit better, and I'm going to stop buying so many cars for myself this year. I think I have enough already, and then get some sheds up. But that's just another mission in itself, isn't it? Let's read some comments. So what I'm doing right now, guys, is I've got this stuff. Apparently it sticks onto the side of the wheel, and we'll break up the black. We'll see how we go. Taking the boy out to Grovedale. There you go. That's where I am from, guys. You can't take Grovedale out of the boy. No, that's it, eh? It's the wild times growing up in Grovedale, I can tell you that. What's wrong with bald blokes? That's it. You can't have hair and brains too, eh, guys? Bloody sweaty. It's so hot here today. All right. A 9.7. I dread to think doing a 9.7 in this old girl. Like, Leith's been building a Mustang for a guy for quite a while down on the Gold Coast, and he actually has a like a sandblasting, water blasting business down there. And Leith was down there last Sunday. He had someone else in to wire up some ECU or something, and they wired all the ignition up wrong and wrecked the harness and just butchered it basically. So the guys ordered, no, there's no rain out here at all, mate. We've just got dust and prickles. So the guy just ordered another harness, and Leith's going to go back down in a week or so and rewire that Mustang for him. A beautiful car, like, absolutely beautiful car. I'll try and get him to do some filming for you, but odds are pretty slim. So he's going to take the Fairlane. We'll pull the big block back out, take this down, and blast all the engine bay, the front guards, in around the doors and stuff like that, so we can get some paint on this Fairlane very soon. All right, I'm going to sit you guys to the side somehow. Let's make up some sort of dodgy camera stand, because I still haven't ordered one. I think Nicole was ordering camera stands today, actually. But yeah, I don't know. It's been hot today. I haven't touched the hard top. She's just there. It's, it is what it is. I did say the other day I wasn't going to be flitting from car to car. I was going to concentrate on them, but obviously I'm a liar. I don't know. I love this ute though. This would be one of my most favourite cars I've got. And that's why I want to buy another Monaro, because the Monaro will be just as, I will like it as much, but Mia can come with me a lot more. Like when she was a baby, she did come with me a fair bit with the baby seat in there, but you can't have anyone else come. So anyway. Oh, rightio. Yeah, it's just hot, isn't it? Yeah. Same block ran 8.7 in his big block ZC. Oh, there you go. But there's obviously the motor's stout as, which is awesome, but it also comes down to your diff setup, which is this is just going to be fairly stock with a true track center in it, what box you're running, you know what I mean? Like you can have all the horsepower in the world. What does he say on Mad Max? All of the style with none of the agony. Is that what it was? You know what I mean? Whereas to begin with, this thing will be fairly stout, but I think it'll just fry tyres, guys. I think it's just going to be a... just wondering if you still have the white VX you bought, the spoiler. Yeah, it's still out the front there, buddy. But no, yes, Webman, there's that white SS out there. There's another white, there's a couple of white VTs as well. Hey mate, it looks nice. I had a VX SS 5.7. They're a nice car, aren't they? I bought a factory manual VN granny spec, Venetians, no rust, wheels. Oh, that sounds awesome, man. Hard to get them with Venetians these days. I've got 2 sets of Venetians in my shed, but yeah, I have a soft spot for 460s, 700 horsepower. Yeah, I'm just hanging. Is Mia your daughter or your granddaughter? Mia's my granddaughter. Oh, yes, I'm that old, guys. All right, Mia's my granddaughter. My daughter's my stepdaughter. She's a fool, and thought that smoking ice and being a hooker or whatever she was trying to do was the right thing to do, and it's not. If you smoke ice, you shouldn't have children. So there you go. But everyone to their own. I just don't. Yeah, it was just bloody ridiculous. And I put that razor blade down after all that effort to go and find it, and now I can't find it. So we'll go for a walk now and find the razor blade. Yeah, Mia got taken by welfare when she was 6 months old and given to Nicole and I. And we expected my daughter to take a week or two, straighten herself out, get herself sorted out, and then get Mia back. But that never happened. That was nearly 4 years ago, 3.5 years ago now. So, but we do have a thing with welfare on the 16th, apparently, where, because we've just given up talking to her. We just don't even bother. It's just not even worth it. It's just a nightmare, speaking to crazy people. And yeah, and any of you people who have had brothers and sisters or relations that have gone down that path, you know how painful it is. And yeah, so any of you young blokes out there that are watching, if you think it's a good idea to try it, no, it's not. You can take drugs and have fun, but ice, yeah, you got to be pretty strong-hearted to not let it take hold of you. So yeah, now I've lost the razor blade, guys. What he's doing to me. It's surprising I ever get anything done. All right, let's some comments. Listening to ls1 subwoofer. Love to hear you. Listen. This ute is how I bought it. So it's a 6-speed ls1. It's stock. When I got the ute, the guy had the shifter done. Supposedly had the heads done. I don't think he did, or if they did, they didn't do it properly. It's had the diff center done with different gears. Tar shaft was done. I think it needs a radiator or a set of fans. It gets hot at idle sitting around, and it did just before, which makes Leith extremely happy. All I see is dollar signs. It needs, one of the ball joint boots are split on one side, so I've got some brand new arms there to go in the bottoms to replace the ball joints. The steering rack leaks a little bit. I've got another new rack there for it. I've got those pipes on the wall there. I'm not going to chop them up. These ones here, they're a really nice set of genies. They're going to go in this because the pipes that are in this ute are absolutely disgusting. I've got a full system for it, and I want to run twins out each side because these only come out one side. So I've got a system there that's been modified to be able to get them out both sides. And I'd say, I don't know, I don't really want to put a cam in it, but if we end up doing heads, I'll have to do a cam. So, I don't know. I love it. It's great, but there's a bit of sap now on the roof. One tip I can give you guys, though, one of the biggest tips I can give you, when I took this in to get painted recently, right, because the bonnet, I've got the original bonnet at home, but this bonnet here, the hard lid and the tailgate got painted, right? So he went and ordered the Phantom Mica paint, which is what this colour is. The ute had been previously painted, but with a solid colour. And When they've got no metallic in them, you don't have to use clear, which means, you know how the clear fleck happens on heaps of cars? If you are going to repaint a car and you can find a colour that's a solid colour with no metallic, you don't have to use clear, which means the paint went off on the roof of this. Did you see how dull it was this morning in that video? All I've done is polish it, right? My number's easy to find, mate. Just Google Kingatow and you'll get my number. My number's everywhere. It's in a lot of the descriptions too, but I've just polished that and it's come back, but I won't end up with clear fleck because someone's repainted it in black tinter. Like, so it's just, there's no clear, so it's never going to go funny, even though it sits around. Yeah, that's fine. I own the Wreckers, mate, in Nanango. So the Wreckers is open 8 till 5 every day and to 1 o'clock on a Saturday. I do local tow jobs and stuff like that. But yeah, just give me a call, mate, and yeah, let me know what you need and we'll try and help you out where we can. Just don't ask me for any razor blades because I can't find the one that I'm looking for. Bloody hell. All right, I'm just going to have to cut it, aren't I? Not very efficient, really, am I? I did have a big block of razor blades, but they seem to have all gone missing. But yeah. Done in a solid 2K, that's it, yeah. And that way, in Victoria, and that I don't know if it's as bad, can you guys tell me, in Victoria, northern and southern New South Wales, maybe if the sun's not as bad, do you guys have a lot of clear fleck problem as well? Or is it just the real heat up here that makes that that paint go off? You know what I mean? Like it just, yeah, we have a major problem. And the problem with it too is you can have a really good car come into the Wreckers, but the clear's gone off on it and it makes the car look extremely bad. And then no one, oh, there's my sticker kit. I'll use the razor blade out of that. Then no one will want to buy it because the paint looks bad just from the clear fleck. Do you guys know what I'm talking about with the clear fleck? Do you want me to go out and show Victoria the cars are bad for clear fleck? Okay. So you guys know what I'm talking about, obviously. But that's a lot of the reason why this will be going a solid colour, okay? That's going a solid colour. My ute, the little green ute out there, that's a solid colour, no clear. My truck got that silver colour like the new Kias, and I got the like it's got a silver and a gold metallic in it. I got that taken out, so it's just a solid colour. And that way, I'm hoping I can get away with it. The wife's WRX was painted in metallic, but that's going to be always in the shed, so it won't matter. But anyway. Does that make sense to you guys? I don't know. It is hard sometimes. In the VU, the clear, not designed for Aussie conditions. Yeah, that's about it, eh? Yep. It's frustrating, but what do you do? I'm just going to have to, I've got to start buying sheds. Those Absco sheds used to be extremely cheap. I don't know if you know the ones I'm talking about. Yeah, there's an FJ45 down the front if you're keen on a Land Cruiser for $2,500. It runs and drives and that, but it's a bit of a project. What sort of Land Cruiser are you looking for, buddy? All right, I've got my vise there to hold my phone holder. Yeah, that's it. Every car in Queensland does, but it's hard. Like, it is very hard. In the West, paint glaze, every 12 months stops the clear peel. Yeah, but most people don't do it. That's the problem. All right, guys. So what I got is a black ute that's too black. I noticed these on eBay the other day for $10. Very, very dodgy. It's like a 3M stick-on thing, and I'm going to put it around the rim. Partly to see whether I want to spend the money to yellow white wall the tyres, or whether it just looks terrible and not to bother. But I have been told that these will stick on, but you need to use a better glue for them to stay for a long time. So, but for today, I'll cut them to size, put them on a bit, and then if they look right, we will do it properly. I've got a bit to do to this ute. There's a broken stud in the front on the other side from when the wheel alignment got done not long ago. But, geez, as if it was an intelligence test, I'd be fine. I might jam it in that gap in the back to get the size. Do you guys watch Adam LZ? Did you see they're doing that, the WRX stuff? It's going to be pretty cool. It's pretty good. He got that 2.5 bottom end, and I was actually happy to hear that because Nicole's Black Forest out there is a 2.5, and at least now I know the legacies that they're talking about are our Outbacks. So that means the outback bottom end, the 2.5 one that I've got, will work interchange with the other heads, because they put the other heads back onto the 2.5 bottom end to do it. So it's always, we were pretty positive it was going to work, but it's just good to hear of someone else that has done it, you know what I mean, to make sure that you can interchange a lot of these parts. You know, Leaf's pretty good, but no one can know everything. You know, except for your missus, of course, she'd know everything. I'm starting to think this isn't going to be as simple as I thought. I think this is like a 14-hand job. I can't believe how quiet my phone's been today. I had one lady ring up before. Apparently a car's been taken from her house and taken to the wreckers. But it's not with me, thank God. She goes, I'm going to ring the police. I said, if you do that, it doesn't concern me. People leave their cars at people's houses, and when people are in rental properties, all it does is get the people kicked out. So what are they supposed to do if you leave your shitbox Lancer hanging around in everyone's house with no rego and broken down? You know, and real estates are like, get rid of that car, and you ring your mate and say, mate, get rid of that car, you know, like I'm going to get kicked out. And then all of a sudden, weeks later, the car's gone, and then their mum's crying, going, oh, the car! Christ. You know, like, come on, get realistic. Don't leave your shit lying around everywhere. Ah, right there, I reckon. Bloody good. Old captain's got the day off, which is good. Back all bright and cheery tomorrow. That's all the public holidays gone now, isn't it, guys? All right, what do we got going on? On Hoon TV, okay, cool. I think the yellow will look good too. Yeah, I know. I think this one's missing. They're only a speedy cap. I've been waiting for another set of wheels to come through the yard because I don't want to buy them. But I did have a quick look at, for $50 a year, saves you 5K paint job. Well, that's about it, eh? When I asked about an independent resuspension and you showed the white car independent suspension, what Commodore was that? It's a VZ, but they're still the same. VT through to VZ are all the same. Oh, they're not actually. VT and VX have a certain rear control arm, and then VY, the Speedway guys go because they've actually got an additional camber adjustment on them. Yeah, so that, but that one was a VX. I had a look at, just a quick question, does VZSS have a cabin filter? I don't think they do. I don't think any of them do. I've never seen a cabin filter for the aircon in any of the Commodores. Just yet, I'll be tomorrow with a BMW. I'll be back tomorrow with a BMW WRX plan. I don't want to chop up a WRX though. I want to find, I'd probably do a chop up a wagon one, I suppose. I don't know. We haven't even looked at that again. It's sitting out the back there. It's been Christmas, you know, and I've been sort of busy doing these jobs and fighting with people at the service station. But anyway, I bet you it's been too hot here and it's wrecked the glue on this. All right. Let's see what it's going to do. Actually sits on quite well. It's the dodgiest thing I've done in a long time. It's funny as. I might just stick these on. If they fall off, I'll pay $10, buy a new set and put them on. If they look alright. What do you reckon? They're not actually a bad idea to protect your wheels, I suppose. Like, yeah, it'd, if you're prone to hitting gutters, probably work alright, wouldn't it? Definitely a lot cheaper than doing white walls. I've been wanting to do this for ages, but getting the car out of the backyard, I thought it was going to be harder than what it was actually, but that battery turning up made all the difference. Yeah, I reckon if I get it onto there, there's like if I get it to just there, it seems to sit just nice and have like a 1 mil gap. How many of you guys watched the Fast and the Furious cartoon? I should have cut them all instead of having to bugger eyes round. They with Adam LZ and what's his name, buddy, Jimmy Oakes, they were doing the Subaru thing, going on about the Subaru vaping thing. Is that just an American thing, or is is Australia Subaru scene full of dudes that vape as well, or is that just an American thing? Do any of you guys know Subaru guys over here in Australia that do that vaping rubbish? Is it actually a Subaru thing, or I just haven't noticed it? What are you guys thinking so far? I know I'm in the way a little bit, but has that achieved what I wanted it to, guys? What do you reckon? I think when I put it on just up the top there, it's over this way further than when I got down here, and I think it sits nicer at the bottom. You live and learn, eh? You live and learn. Let's step back and check it out. All right, let's have a look, guys. Yeah, I don't know. It definitely breaks up the yellow. It definitely needs a centre cap. Maybe once I've got the stickers up the top there too. That sticker's too big. I want one of me. There's another sticker that's slightly smaller. Like there's those bigger ones there, and then there's these ones, and then there's a smaller one as well. But I don't want to put that on there. I'll get the other ones printed, I think, first. But looks cleaner, eh? Like that's at the back there. It looks heaps cleaner with the yellow strip. What do you guys think? It does have a cabin filter. It's underneath the window when you take underneath the window. Okay. Front window. It's just a mesh fly screen. I don't think there's an actual filter you can clean. Otherwise, yeah, we'd get people asking for them all the time, I suppose. You should have used the first one to measure the other three. Yeah, I know. I'm not that bright, eh? I can lift heavy stuff up though. I'm back again, about 1 hour and 50 minutes away from you. Yeah, you're only just down the road, buddy. I'm sick of smelling grape smoke. Is it that bad? Do you work on WRXs all the time, mate? Mint, looks sexy, looks great. Hey, Red, I have a rare VX GTS with 7,000 Ks on it. What do you reckon? I should sell it because market. I don't see any in the market at the moment. It depends, Chris. Do you like the car? If you really like the car, method. Yeah, well, that's it. If you really like the car, I'd keep it. I have used those for it. Definitely brakes up the wheels. Looks good. Cool. Yeah, I think it does. I think it looks good. I'm pretty happy with it. I'll have to clean the wheels now and the rest of the car, but it makes a bit of a difference. I think, I don't know. Maybe I need to do both. I don't know, guys. It definitely needs something here, like a yellow sticker here and here, them and that, and then it'll be right, I think. Yeah. Anyway, let's do the next one. I'll go grab my camera stand. What do you reckon? Do you like my camera stand? You can make brackets and stuff as well with it. Hey, Stone, same here, but don't. Be a lot easier if I just had a tripod, I can tell you that. Alright. Nothing like working in the dirt. Oh, shit. At least with the workshop here in the afternoon, the shade comes over. Like in the morning, it's very hot. It's good in winter though, because it's a bit warmer at the front of the workshop. But yeah, in the afternoons, the sun sort of dissipates. Like there's shade because it goes over the other side of the building. And most of the time when I've got to repair stuff on my truck, it'll be in the afternoon. So by the time when I get here, it's yeah, the sun's gone. But I am going to do the smart thing and cut all the other ones this time while I do it. So the guy before that said that he put them on his car, how did you go with the glue? Like, did it hold, or was it, did they just come off on you? I can always glue them on later. Buy some proper glue, I suppose. It would have been a lot easier if I cut them all at the same size. I could have just used the red tape off the back, couldn't I, to get the size? So has everyone got the day off today for bloody New Year's Day? Am I the only fool doing work? Oh, I'll leave just a bit extra. That should be all right. I drove all the way to the workshop before and didn't even bring my workshop keys with me. How bloody ridiculous is that? Lucky Captain lives near the workshop. Righto. Something like that. Should have them all to size. And we're all set. So what have we got going on here, guys? Back on the 6th. That's ages away. If you put it on clockwise, the tape sticks better. Really? That's got to be a lie, Hadsy. You're just G'ing me up, aren't you? But I'll do it anyway. Why would putting it on clockwise make any difference? You're just making me out to be a dickhead now, aren't you? You're sitting there laughing, aren't you, Hadsy? You are, I can tell. For anyone that doesn't know, I lived with Hadsy for years and years and years at the Barolga beer tent. They were the days. Just getting messy. I wasn't the messy one though, Hadsy was. I was the well-behaved one, wasn't I, Hadsy? Yeah, that's who was well-behaved, me. I don't think I've ever been well-behaved in my whole life, to be honest. But anyway. Thought I might have seen you over Christmas, Hads. Are you still down in Geelong, or you're back? What's been going on? Did I ever put up that video, Hadsy, of your Mustang and that? I don't think I edited it, did I? That's when I stopped editing. Got lazy and just had a live stream bloody YouTube channel. I've got to start editing soon, guys. Get stuck back in, really start concentrating at it. Living the YouTube dream, you know. Freaking nightmare, more like it. But anyway. I don't really spend money on stereos, but this year I've got to change the head unit, I think, from it just sitting in the sun. But someone spent the money and put amps in this thing and subwoofers behind the seats. Done it really well too. And the stereo in it's freaking awesome. I'll show you in a minute. It's just an all-round good car, this thing, except it just needs some maintenance. But yeah, I'm going to do that though. Might even pay the rego on it. Wouldn't want to get crazy though, would I? Alright, how's that look? Winners and grinners? Are we happy with that? I sort of like it, makes a difference. I wonder if I'd be better off with just taking it to a good pinstriper and just getting him to do a pinstripe on the wheel perhaps. That'd work too, wouldn't it? But if I want to blunt a bloody blade, Christ, they worried that people might be able to cut something with a bloody razor blade or something. That was ridiculous. I think they were worried that someone had cut themselves with this knife. All right, stick her on, step back and check her out. What do you reckon? What are we thinking so far, guys? Don't want all the groupies, Hadsy. All right, let's have a look, eh? Have to move the car across to do the other side. It looks better with the centre cap, I can tell you that much already. All right. The internet dropped out, don't know. Hey NZ Gearhead, how are you? I reckon it looks alright, eh? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure, guys, to be honest. I might back it out. I've got to move it across anyway. So I'll move it across and we'll see what it's going to do. See what it looks like. Ugh. Might just back it out and be open. It's got shade out here now. Wheel straight. That's straight. Oh. Does it break it up enough, do you think, or what? Yeah, it breaks it up just enough, doesn't it? I don't know. Oh, this exhaust is terrible on this thing. It's the worst bloody exhaust I've ever seen. Yeah, it needs more. Like it needs the stickers here and the bit on the bonnet scoop, I reckon. But yeah, it looks alright though. I'm not totally against it. And then this side's just black though. I don't know. See, whereas that's just black. The steering wheel was a bloke on eBay. If you go through the video that I showed of getting that done, there is a link. There is a link in the description, or there's actually a screenshot, sorry, of the ad for the guy on eBay that does the steering wheels. He's done a good job. I'm pretty happy with it. Nicole makes covers that slip over, so I'm actually going to cover that up from now on as well, so it doesn't start going off. But I don't know. I ought to do little things like gear knob's got to get done next to match the steering wheel, covered in leather. Yeah, just little bits and pieces. All right, what was that there? Got any HQ Premier parts? There's a HQ just there, Premier, if you want to buy a whole car. What was that? What's up with the black number plate? It's a personalised Queensland number plate. Personalised plates, prestige personalised plates. They're bloody expensive in Queensland, but what do? You just got to pay it. I think get white walls and Venetians. Can't spell. That's all good, mate. White walls can make a big difference, for sure. It does look better, like any V6 Buick motors. There would be some here, mate, if you call Leaf at the yard. If you Google Kingatow, you'll find the number, and you can, or there's the number there for the parts yard on the wall. Oh, hang on. Right there. You'll get Leaf on the parts yard, 8 till 5, or yeah, yellow, the SS50 sticker on the cowl, I think will make a difference, and maybe something down on the back skirt, back near the back wheel, just break it up just that little bit. It'll be interesting to see actually what it looks like now with just the sticker there and then the wheels done, but I'll do them now. So yellow calipers, yeah, that could work. I might look into, there is actually a big brake kit just here somewhere, I think, like massive Commodore brakes. Where's that gone? There was like a massive 350mm brake kit that Leith bought here the other day. A mate gave him. Maybe I'll put the big brakes on it and do them yellow. Them. I don't know if there's calipers as well though. Is there, or just discs? I can't see any calipers there. Don't know. I'll ask Leith if there's actually calipers with them, and maybe put them on, eh? I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna get a drink, guys. I'd go yellow calipers. Sounds, yeah. We can give it a go. I can always paint them back again, can't I? It's hard to know sometimes which way to jump with some of these cars, guys. Yeah, I don't know. And not only that, you've got to do it within a budget as well. If I could concentrate on just one car, I'd have a mint car, but I can't because I've got issues, obviously. But yeah, I don't know, I reckon she looks all right. I'm pretty happy with the Ute. And what was that? And yellow hats on the disc, maybe. I think the hats on the disc would be a step too far because they get dirty and look messy. But if I do them black, actually black them out with gloss black on the disc and then the yellow caliper, and get some center caps for those wheels. Maybe even get some yellowish center caps with Kingatow or 50 or something. Maybe get some printed up with that SS50 logo. The other question the question someone asked about the keys. How do I keep track of all my keys? I found a site that do key rings. This one actually has SS50 on the key ring. And see you later, Sean. Just, yeah, if you want to call in sometime and say hello, mate, you are more than welcome. Just let us know and make sure I'm around. I am out in the truck most of the time, but it doesn't mean I won't be around. You just never know. Yeah. Righto, let's do this next one, eh? It is a pretty quick and cheap and easy thing to do though, these wheel things, I suppose, and it's really pretty dodgy. Don't you reckon? Is this oh, it's probably not the dodgiest thing you've seen me do. What sub's in it? I'll just do this wheel and then I'll show you the stereo. Remind me as soon as I pull it back out of the little vice cradle thing I've made. I've just got to get the wax and grease, guys. just wax and grease remover, just to get rid of any brake dust or grease and crap. I actually, to get these wheels, I know they're nothing special, but I actually had to buy two F100s because there was two F100s, and they had one of the F100s was sitting on a HQ chassis, and these wheels were on the HQ chassis, but I had to buy all the F100 stuff to get the wheels. So they sort of, they definitely didn't cost me any money. I ended up selling all the F100 stuff, and the guy paid me to tow it all the way up north, so it worked out quite well. But yeah, black wheels always look good on a Commodore. I have black 20s on my VE. I've got another big set of black 20s, but I find that the VE ones with the deep dish scrub too bad on the back, so I'm sort of limited to this style 20. I don't really, once again, like when you've got a limited edition car like this, you've got to sort of show a little bit of respect and not chop it apart too much. But you know, that's just the way I think though. The guards are, someone's chopped the rear guards in the past before I got it to be able, so the wheels don't scrub. I did have a big set of, what do I have on it before this? I had 18s on it, and then I had a set of deep dish 20s, like VE style deep dish 20s. But they did scrub on the inside and the outside, and they were a bit of a freaking headache, to be honest. So, you know, they ended up on a Jag I had actually, and they're still on the Jag now that I sold to a mate. I wish every job on a car was this bloody easy. For $10, I think it wasn't even $10. I think they were about $8.90 delivered or something. So, wish Leith was here because I can hear him right now. Dude, you're an idiot. That looks shit. He gets up me, eh? Isn't it funny how you accept stuff like that from some people, but if someone else said it, you'd knock them out. Just shows you how long we've been mates, I suppose, doesn't it? Any of you guys been troubled by the bushfires at all? Some of it looks pretty wild down south. We've copped a lot of smoke out here, but you know, where I am, the bushfires haven't been that bad. I suppose because we have so much farmland around us, it's we're a bit sheltered because the fires can't really get through. There's not a lot of grasslands and bush, really. There is bush, but yeah, there's a lot of crops that get done out here, so it all right. All right, let's have a look at this stereo, eh? I'm gonna have to get a new head unit, I'm pretty sure, but because the touch screen stopped working a bit. So, all right, what do we got? Should put HDT Monaro rims on it. Would look awesome. They would, but they're a couple of $1,000s, and a couple of $1,000 spent on that and that, I think you'd agree would be better spent than a couple of $1,000s on just a set of wheels for this. Who agrees? Who would rather see those two cars pretty much going, or me just have wheels on this car? Okay, I'm putting a fuel pump assembly apart currently. Any tips on getting it apart? What's it in, buddy? It's probably all seized up and stuff. You know, I just be careful. It's going to be brittle, and yeah, just one of those things. Just got to follow the process. Those HDT Momo rims, yes, I agree, look freaking awesome, and they're probably what I'm going to get on the SV89 that you guys saw this morning. Man, I wish I could find some Venetians for my HR wagon. Yeah, that's one thing, dude, that I don't have either for my HR wagon is Venetians. I've been looking too, but it's just not something I'm going to do. The Cap's a champ. How did we meet? We went to high school together. So when we were young blokes, we stereo. We went to the same high school. When we started high school, he was into BMXs and so was I. And we just sort of hit it off and just been mates ever since. And built cars and motorbikes together, and yeah, just always sort of hung out. Lost track of each other for quite a few years. Well, not lost track, but there's my logbook. I was looking for that. It shows you how often I fill a logbook out these days, doesn't it? All right, so it's got a Pioneer amp mounted up in behind the seat there, and you can see they haven't cut apart anything, which is great. Hang on, I just want to reach this thing, guys. What's that? Yuck. Old balloon. There's not much rubbish back there. Yeah, so it has been wired up quite well, and this amp seems to work quite well. So that's in behind the passenger seat, and then in behind the driver's seat, I don't know what speakers are in the doors, but they seem to work quite well. But see, I've got to replace the speaker cover that side. I've got all bits of boxes of stuff, of good stuff as it's come through. And electric, this one, isn't it? And on this side, it's just, I see a lot of utes that get, they get holes chopped in the back of the wall up here. And there's just no need for it, because that there, look how good that fits. Like, that's got a full-size sub there. Obviously that plastic cover's supposed to go on there. But yeah, so it's got a Pioneer sub that sits in there really nice. And it just works well. There's a pair of socks just in case. This was my work vehicle, my daily for a long time. And then the head unit's a Clarion one, I think, from memory. It's an older one. I've had this ute for quite a while. I've had this for, oh Christ, I would have had this for 5 years or so, I reckon. It just needs little bits and pieces, like that vent there's always been broken. I know I've got 20 in the yard here that I really should grab. I know in my side drawer, I've got black caps for in here. You know, just little bits and pieces. The hood liner was new when I got the ute. I have gone through and done the steering wheel. The seats have got sorted out. I've been looking for mats. I want to get some mats made up with the SS50 logo. I don't know, it'll get there. The vents, the one thing that drives me mental in this ute, these vents here, that rattles, and I've got some there that I've put aside that aren't worn, so they're not going to rattle on me. It drives me freaking mental. Yeah. All right, you don't want to look at me, do you? You want to look at the car. I'm actually liking the yellow, to be honest. It's breaking it up, just what I wanted to do. It makes that dirty wheel with no cap look clean. What do you guys reckon? I like it. I think it's worth finding some proper glue. Yeah, and then once you've got the sticker, that breaks it up just that little bit more. So if I put the sticker on the bottom of the thing there and get one made up for along there, and maybe get rid of that one, or maybe do a full window banner, that'll be good. It'll just make it that little bit brighter. Yeah. Yeah. I'm happy, guys. I reckon that's good. I'm not super happy, but I'm not upset. I don't think I've wasted my time. I don't know. Spend the money on the 460, I agree. How many regus do I have at once? At the moment, my truck and my wife's car, that's it. And the trade plate, because obviously I need a trade plate to test drive cars. And when I want to work on something, if it's at home, I can use the trade plate to bring it to here and back to work on it. So, and really that's all I ever do. Literally spent nearly 2 years looking for them. Okay, there you go. If I find any, I'll announce it on here, man. And yeah, hard to fit a sub in a ute. Well, that whatever they've done there, I reckon it works well. Okay, there you go. There's a tip for your thingos. I had my huge nitrous explosion in the HK Monaro, the bonnet. Jesus, 60k to fix it. Jesus, dude. I feel for you. Engine, LS, engine stand. Yes, this engine in this thing's just stock. It's a stock 6-speed LS. Nothing special. It's probably the slowest LS you will find anywhere in the world. It is absolutely atrocious. It really is. Yeah, I think the cats are actually... How many SS50 utes did Holden produce? 200. No, 500. 500? The Mexicana was 200. These were 500. But the only reason that these aren't worth a lot of money, like a build number, HDT number, they were released by Holden. Holden never do build numbers. It's only like HSV and HDT that do build numbers, I think. But yeah, 500 of them are made. There was autos and manuals. And yeah, but there's no build number. It is definitely an SS50. It's just, yeah. I don't really care about the value, to be completely honest. I just like that it is a clean ute, and it's just nice. It's good to drive. I enjoy it. It always starts. It always goes. It's got its little issues, but we're going to work through them soon. The good thing is Leith actually likes this thing a lot as well, which means it'll get done. So, yeah. All right, let's do this back one. At least it started to cool down a little bit, guys. Geez, it's been hot. I don't know, the little yellow bits make a difference, and it's just tidy. It's just good. I like it. Turn that around. Here we go. This is the stupidest phone stand, camera stand I've ever seen, but anyway, what do? All right. Back to work tomorrow. Things will be crazy, I bet you. This actually did have an issue the other day. I tried starting it to move it in my yard, and the actual fuel line from the fuel filter had come off, and I couldn't start it, which was disappointing and ridiculous. But anyway. I suppose this is something that's quite cheap and easy for a young bloke to do, I suppose, isn't it? It's not, yeah. And it does make a difference, like it looks better. But it's got, when you, hang on, I'll just even this end up. It's got that glue in there. But when I first mentioned I was doing these, a bloke did say you'll have to get different glue and using a different araldite or something like that to get them to stick and stay on. But yeah, so you just peel, it's got that, it's just like that, it's like a concave. And then you peel that off, and there's like some glue in there. See that? So you must have to, but that won't matter. That stuff will dry out probably, and then I'll, yeah, even if I've got to buy another set, see what they look like. Might go see James soon. Might do some shirts with some, do some shirts with some cars on them, guys. What do you reckon? Who wants an SS50 shirt? I want to get this yellow accents done before I do a shirt though. Otherwise it'll just be a big black blob on the shirt, won't it? Might even buy just a white wall machine. What do you reckon? And then we can just do it properly. Or just get them pinstriped. This is sort of like pinstriping. If your missus drives the car all the time, you could put this on to stop curbing your wheels. If I get pulled over by the police, I'll be like, yeah, I was working on my ute today. And they'll be like, oh, I took it to the workshop to work on it. Oh, okay, what did you do? Oh, I put those yellow plastic things around the wheels. do you reckon that's not all I've done today? But, do you you reckon they'll be happy with that? I am going to register this probably soon anyway. I haven't had a car with Rego since the Formula really. So normally I keep one car registered for myself and one for Nicole and the truck. And then we have a few trailers and stuff as well that have got to be registered all the time for work and all the rest of it. And the trailer hire business soon probably will, I'll have a heap more Regos there too. It's bloody ridiculous, but what do you do? All right. I have slowly been sort of sorting this car out. As money comes in, I'll put new tyres on it and all that sort of stuff. And then putting parts away for it. So, yeah. She'll be good soon and all on the road and happening, which will be freaking awesome. All right. I actually saw a video this morning of a guy making 3-piece wheels. All right, I'll tell you about that in a sec. That breaks it up a lot, doesn't it, guys? Yeah. Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah, the trade plate's not cheap either. Like, I can register a couple of cars for the price of the trade plate. Like, it's not a cheap thing to have. Yeah, that's good. Look at that. When you look at it just there, right, it just breaks it up. You can just see it in there, just that little bit. I like it. It does look a little bit rough in person, guys, I must say. But, yeah, I would like it lower, but any lower than this and it becomes a freaking nightmare. I want to actually replace these strips here and these ones here as well. Get them looking a bit nicer. But, yeah, I'm happy, guys. I'm very happy with that. What's the verdict, guys? Can you take us for a drive in the ute? Yep, I'll have to find out how I can mount the camera so that, yeah, I'm happy with it, so that I don't get cried at by people for driving around with camera in my hand. Over here, I bought this milling machine a while back, and I was actually watching a guy. He had some BMW 1-piece wheels that he chopped up and made into deep dish wheels with a mill very similar to this one. I've just got to change the attachment and get a rotary attachment here for it. I could probably modify that, but I'll leave that one alone. But yeah, for this one here, and then with the milling piece to go around to cut the centers out, and it was awesome. So I'm pretty keen to have a try to make a set of 3-piece wheels out of a 2-piece set of wheels. Like when I do the wide body WRX, even if I've got a set of 17-inch standard WRX or STI wheels and cut the center out and do the dish on them would be quite good. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see if we can go for a drive. I'll just go up the road here, that way I don't have to close up. I'll just move some of this crap. I'll let you look at the ute while that happens. I reckon it's good. I quite like it. And bloody filthy, the ute too. So, yeah. Breaks it up. They're going to fall off in the Queensland sun for sure, 100%. Oh. It's not very loud, this ute though, guys. I don't know. We'll have a look. We'll go for a run. See if they come off, eh? There you go. There's our excuse, a test drive. All right. I don't know where you want to sit, but anyway, we'll work it out. Bloody ignition on this thing. How's the gym going? Yeah. I actually have to go home this afternoon because I bought a treadmill for Nicole for Christmas, and I've actually got to move the gym around this afternoon and get the new treadmill in. So it is time. Like, the worst bit about it is on this stereo, right? See here, that's how you get through to other albums. And the first album on the SD card that's in the chute is the Hilltop Hoods, and that's the only bloody music I can get to. But yeah, I don't mind that Hilltop Hoods song, but anyway. Just trying not to run into anything. There's that much crap around here, guys. Order some tyres for that little Astra convertible too once we go back to work. That'd be good to get that thing going. Alright, let's work out where I can sit you guys. That gonna work? Not really. There, not really. Something like that. No. Do you reckon it'll sit there, guys? It might fall, but what do you do? Be alright? Set that mirror there. Yep, that worked well. I'll turn this little thing around. As a young bloke, AC/DC was my I don't need music to make my foot heavy, I can tell you that, guys. See, this thing's so slow. She slides around a little bit in the dirt. Especially when you're holding a camera with one hand, changing gears with the other hand, trying to steer and not run into trees. Who reckons that the wheel things fell off? Mate, your Ecotech could eat this, honestly. Your Ecotech could probably eat it. It's very slow. We're golden on this side. And we're golden on this side. I'll just go around and give them a bit of a press on. Guys, my battery is about to go, is at 5%, so I'm going to have to say goodbye because I don't have a charger with me. Okay, thank you very much for joining in, guys. Thank you very much for all your comments. Anyone that hasn't subscribed, please subscribe. Come along for the ride. Yeah, I'm going to head off. I'm 5%, phone's about to go flat, guys. So I'll catch you soon. Thank you very much for coming along for the ride. Hope you reckon that looks all right. See you.